Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. So, today we're going to talk about toxic work environments and how it can affect you as a leader and how it can show up. So, the first thing I want to talk about is a statistic I read. And when I read this, I was so shocked at how many toxic work environments exist and how many employees actually quit. So in 2019, SHRM, which is the Society for Human Resource Management, did a study and found that 58% of employees quit their job because of the workplace culture and because of the managers. That those two reasons were the main reasons that they quit. 58%. That is more than half of employees. Are you kidding? That is just outrageous. You know, if you've been following me for a while, I talked about being in a toxic work environment, and I'm going to talk about culture building for next week's video. And I spoke about it in the past, but I do believe as leaders, you are responsible for the culture that you put out. But 58% of employees, are you kidding? That is just way too much. Now, the only thing the study didn't say is if it was leaders or if it's just employees overall. But I will say this, as a leader, you're definitely responsible for the culture that you create in your organization. But something that people don't talk about much is what happens when you're a leader and you're in a toxic work environment and how it can show up. So today I wanted to talk about that. As a leader, there are certain support systems that you either put in place or you should have. It is just a mandatory thing in a workplace. But when you're a leader and you're in a toxic work environment, it can show up in many ways. One of it is you could be micromanaged, just as you can micromanage the people you serve. You of yourself could be micromanaged as a leader, and that's never a good thing. And we can go into all those details in another video, why micromanagement is not good for you. The second thing is your supervisors or anyone on your leadership team or the people you serve can undermine your decisions. That is not a good thing. Absolutely not. And also you may feel like you're constantly having to prove yourself. I'm a big person that talks about the emotional part of being a leader because your emotions impact your decisions. You might be feeling one way at a time, at a certain time, and it may lead you to a decision, but constantly feeling you have to prove yourself on a job is not healthy. That is, you have to know your worth, but at the same time, if an environment makes you feel like that, and you'll know the difference in that, right? It's different when you just start a job and you want to do something great, but it's different now when you're on the job and you're constantly having to show what you can do. Regardless, you got the job. You're hired for the job already. Your skills and your talents are there. You need not to feel like you have to prove yourself over and over again. That is not good. Okay. So as a leader, just to wrap up this video, because this is a short and sweet video on something really dear and close to my heart, is that toxic work environments as a leader, or anyone, but as a leader, that is a big no. It's just not something that you do. If you feel like you're in a toxic work environment, you might have to figure out ways that you can mitigate that. Let's have a conversation about that. Schedule a consultation with me about it, because it's not worth it. You're worth so much more. A few weeks ago, I put out a video about, being a leader can be a thankless job at times. it can be thankless, but at the same time, you can still receive satisfaction. And if you're not receiving that satisfaction, or if you identify with any of these things, know that you're worth it and you have skills. Being a toxic work environment is not a place that you need to be, but I understand why people stay, because I stayed. I understand that. And there are reasons about that. Let's just be real. You can do more with the skills and the talents you have. You can, it doesn't mean you have to leave a company, but it could mean you might need to transfer or you need to report, but that is a case by case basis. And I don't want to give broad statements on that. But I want you to recognize if you are in toxic work environment. And part of it, like I said, is having your decisions undermined, having feeling like you're constantly having to prove yourself, whether it's, you have to show that, I know these skills and I can do that. And also, like I said, it could be, what was my third one? Sorry. And the micromanagement one. You should not be micromanaged. You're a leader. Okay. Your leadership should trust you enough to carry out a role. And if that's not happening, again, that could be for a number of reasons. But like I said, let's talk about that, because being micromanaged is not good and it's not healthy for you. And that unhealthy style of leadership, being micromanaged, can definitely impact those you serve. Again, leadership has ripple effects. It goes into your legacy, your leadership legacy. There are different things that can happen. So let's talk about it. I want to hear what people are saying. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. And like I said, next week video, we're going to talk about building a positive workplace environment or culture within your team and possibly within your organization, depending on your level of leadership. So my name is Kersha Fortuné, and I'm a leadership development coach and consultant, and I'm the founder and CEO of Kersha Fortuné Career Consulting Services. You can follow me here on Instagram under Kersha Career Consultant. You can follow me on LinkedIn as well, and you can connect with me there. Also, you can check out my website at kershafortune.com. And also, I have a YouTube page. If you missed any of my previous videos, you can definitely follow me on YouTube there. All right. So have a wonderful Thursday and do your best today. And remember, you're worth it. Okay. Celebrate your little wins. I always talk about that. Celebrate your little wins because they add up. All right. Have a great Thursday. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Bye.